Hi guys, this is my recap and reaction for Welcome to Plathville Season 6, Episode 2. The episode is called Never Say Never, and as usual, lots going on with Olivia and Kim basically getting the villain edit, which is ironic because they also hate each other. The episode starts with Ethan and Olivia still having a really awkward conversation about divorce papers in their old apartment in Minnesota. Ethan is holding his face and mutters to himself, "I can't." But Olivia is just pushing to get this done, somewhat cold-heartedly, in my opinion. She's on a mission, she's moving on, and she's no longer in love with Ethan. Olivia knows that Ethan is not doing well whatsoever. Look at his face. He asked to give it a few months to see, and she just kind of shakes her head. So it's gonna be tough for Olivia to make Ethan do this, honestly. I can see a battle ahead. I don't see the harm in waiting a few months. Poor Ethan. Ultimately, he says he just can't sign today and looks like he's going to cry, and then she walks out. This is not a feel-good scene. Ethan is just tortured, and it's just kind of brutal to watch. And now, Kim and her new boyfriend, Ken, are zooming around in their four-wheelers near his house, and they're in matching brown, outfits, which is ew, I have to say. Kim says the girls are at Taekwondo, and she's been spending a lot of time with her new man at his house now. And this is Ken's first real scene on Welcome to Plathville, by the way, so here we go. They talk about how Kim's divorce to Barry is just taking forever. It's apparently been over 2 years. Kim is super frustrated by that, but they have a lot of properties and financial stuff to get through. Did you know that Kim and Barry own a bunch of properties? Because seems like they did a lot of smart investing in real estate during the relationship, if anything. Kim says that although Ken makes a point to be open to shaking Barry's hand or saying hello when he's around him, Barry just still ignores him at this point. And so Ken's integration with the Platts is not exactly going smoothly. Nobody's running to Ken with open arms here. Kim is hoping that Barry gets a girlfriend so that then things can be more accepted with her and Ken reminds her that, that may not ever happen. True, but I kind of think that Barry will for sure have a girlfriend in the near future. He's, working out, he's kind of fun, he has this cute, awkward dad thing going on, and who doesn't look like a good dad joke? I mean, we shall see, but I predict a girlfriend in the future. Olivia is now visiting her sister in Phoenix, Arizona, and they're stretching by the pool and talking about how terribly Olivia's trip to Minnesota was. Olivia says that she's frustrated that he won't sign and that she feels like she stayed with Ethan way past the expiration date. She's now temporarily living in California just because she always wanted to live there, but she's traveling a lot still for wedding photography. You know what's really weird? Kim and Olivia, who are basically sworn enemies, are both the ones pushing to finalize their divorce papers and both moving on pretty quickly and brutally from their exes. So there are some similarities there. There's irony, for sure. We learn next that Mariah has a new job in Tallahassee so she can save money to record music, which is ultimately her number one passion. She's a bartender and server, but likes to bartend more, and that's a fun fact. Most of the older Platts now are playing games around the kitchen table, which is super wholesome. They're there with Barry, and I guess Lydia and Isaac don't go to Kim's houseboat. Only the little girls, I think. Seems like the older kids stay at Barry's house only and have Barry's back in the whole situation. And now Mariah's back too, and Micah is visiting, and Ethan randomly drops by from Minnesota, and everyone looks so happy to see him. Hopefully this helps him a bit with everything he's going through, the torture of the separation. Surprise, surprise though, The way Ethan is talking about what's going on with his divorce, it's almost like he hasn't talked to his family at all about it yet. Ethan doesn't know just how to open up to his family. He says he doesn't want to be a burden to them. So at first, he starts slow and talks about the weather. Then he breaks it to them that he has been separated with Olivia for a while. Kind of weird that they seem so out of the loop with what's going on, and there's just a lot of confused stares and people just don't know what to say. He says that he wanted to give it another go with Olivia, but she said no, and then everyone's looking kind of sad, looking down. They don't know what to say, but then they all kind of offer their support. Micah says that he would fly there if he needs him, and that's really nice to see. Ethan's finally getting some much needed support here, and everyone can just see in his eyes that he's not okay. And Barry tells him not to rush the divorce papers and to wait until he feels okay, which is good advice. You shouldn't feel rushed to sign things. Barry and Ethan have just this really good heart-to-heart, and Ethan admits that he's depressed, but I think that Barry is just really helping Ethan, and Ethan looks at it as, you know, if my dad can go through this, so can I, and that he'll be okay too. So Barry here, definitely the best. He's just getting such a better edit as a parent than Kim right now. I don't even think it's an edit. I just think he's being the most responsible parent. And in the final scene, Olivia and her sister, Lydia, go to see a tarot card reader, which is super random, but such a guilty pleasure for reality shows. They always like psychics and stuff like that. So the tarot card reader is right on at first. She says Olivia has a long life to live and that she always should be by the water to clear her mind or balance herself. She also says that she has an angel around her, a brother, which makes sense because at this time, actually one of her little brother had passed away, and the lady tells her that she will only be married once and then get back with her ex after 2 years, meaning probably Ethan in this case. The tarot reader says that she and Ethan will be in different relationships, but eventually come back to each other in 2 years. Olivia is shocked and basically rejects what the tarot card reader says. She says basically, well, it can't be true if I don't let it happen. Which is a true fact, but who knows? And I guess that's why the episode is called Never Say Never. I mean, I personally don't think they're going to get back together at all. They're just so different and their communication's terrible. But, I mean, who knows? We shall see. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed my recap and reaction of Welcome to Plathville Season 6, Episode 2. I'll be back with more recaps. Bye, guys.